So hey folks, this is a bit strange because I am actually on my way to start the Great Glen Way, and I am in Fort William where I will end the Great Glen Way. But because I kind of know that I probably won't be feeling too chipper on my last day because it's going to be a long one, I thought I would come to the start point and just pan the camera about a bit. Nice day as well. Probably the weather will be horrible when I'm here next, but what can we see? We can see, well, down Loch Lenny there. Right here there's a couple of old cannons, because this is what's left of the old fort that gives the town its name, or in Gaelic, Angeriston. Apologies to Duncan for mangling the pronunciation, but that basically means the garrison. So it was named after the fort. Up there you see Ben Nevis. Unusually doesn't have any cloud, but it did literally 2 minutes ago, so somewhat changeable weather conditions up there. It's panning round. It's not much to see of the fort. It got sold to the railway, I think, and largely demolished. You can see the station over there actually, but there's still a wee bit of walls over there and the ramparts here. So yeah, it's a nice day, and I'm just waiting on my bus to Inverness. So this will be a wee bit out of context, and the weather will probably change, and I'll probably look considerably worse when I'm actually here again. But yeah, feeling good. Glad to be out on the trail. Well, not on the trail yet. If you look over there, that post there in the middle, that is the official start or end point of the Great Glen Way. So for me, it'll be the end point. I'm almost tempted just to start here and start going north, but I can't because I've got a couple of places booked, so that would be daft. Almost, it is a shame though, because it would be a lovely day to start. It's also a wee bit late in the day. It's 11 o'clock at the moment, so I don't think I would make it to the kind of place that I would want to get to from here before dark. So, aye. Alright, so it's just before 9 o'clock on Sunday morning, the 20th of August, and it's day one of the Great Glen Way, and it's a nice sunny day to start. Long may it continue. So where are we? Well, we're at the start or end sign. End sign if you're doing it in the normal way. Look around. Inverness is quite pretty. That castle, well, Inverness Castle, such as it is built in the 19th century to replace a much older castle which was built in the 14th century and then rebuilt a couple of times. Actually, it might be early on the 14th, don't quote me on that. Kind of wish they'd kept the old one, because this one just looks like a council building, which is largely what it actually is. I believe until earlier on this year it was the Sheriff Court. It's about 75 miles to Fort William. I've got a full backpack, nearly full packet of tobacco, it's not dark, and I'm wearing contact lenses. Hit it. Nice start to the walk. This is the, well, half of the River Ness. The other half is on the other side of this island that I'm just getting towards here. It's a really pleasant start. Signposting is there. Haven't got lost yet. I'm very good at getting lost without excellent signposting. So somebody's been typing wee motivational messages to the trees, not for walkers, just for anybody, which is nice. Hi. Lovely little bit of woodland in the middle of a town, so good way to start. Good mood. See what happens as the time goes on. Look at the old Victorian lamppost, it's like something out in Narnia. So, one thing I had meant to say about the River Ness, as you can see that's an island over there, so the river's actually twice as wide as that. You can kind of see that over there. And really fast flowing. So, you know, you look at this river going through the middle of the town and you think, well, that must be a long river. It's had lots of other little rivers and streams feeding into it over the course of miles. But no, the River Ness is 6 miles long and we're probably about halfway at this point. So yeah, it's tiny. It just drains out of Loch Ness into the sea. So I suppose there's a lot of water leaving Loch Ness every day, which hopefully means there's a lot of water running into Loch Ness every day, and therefore I won't have any problem finding water refills. Time will tell. But anyway, it's maybe it's just because it's a nice day, but and it's the start of a new trip, so I'm excited. But it really is a beautiful start. It's I didn't know Inverness very well, but it's much prettier than I expected it to be. Or maybe I'm just seeing the best of it, but I'll take that. Anyway, more later. On the way out of Inverness, it's a bit of a climb, but it's not too bad, and it's still very pretty. So, really good start to this walk. Don't know what it's like in the Fort William side. A bit more flat, which will be a bonus when I get to Fort William, but yeah, it's nice. This might be the best way to start it, I don't know. Or again, that might just be the weather talking. But either way, onwards. Hey, so climbed out of Inverness. Still going up, but it's been a nice walk so far. A lot of friendly people. Scenery here is, well, it's not as wild as one may be used to on the west coast, but still quite pretty for all that. I would be grateful if anybody who knows Inverness could tell me what yon building that looks a bit like Colditz Castle actually is, because from down below it looked like some sort of Bavarian fairy tale castle. Now it looks like Colditz, and I'm slightly curious. I probably could actually check on the map, to be honest, it might be on it, but anyway, my mission is to try and encourage people to leave comments, so if you know what that building is, leave a comment below. Cheers, thanks very much. And while I'm at it, asking people for comments, anybody know what that 29 means or what that trail marker means? Could just be a local thing, don't know. But chances are somebody will know, so let me know. Cheers. Hey, so I'm about 4 miles in. It's been a really nice walk so far. But this big dirty puddle of water is the only water that I've seen since leaving the River Ness. Which is odd because it's been kind of wet the last couple of weeks in Scotland. And there's no water running into this or out of it. So I'm wondering, where's all the damn water? It's not really a problem because I had heard it was a wee bit sparse for the last section of the walk. Well, last section if you're doing it the normal way. Still got a litre of water. And I know there is a drinking tap at a Briakin, which is a good distance away. But I will get there today, so not the end of the world. But if you are coming this way, going either way, yeah, wee bit of a shortage of water in the last section. Be aware. Not worried about it, but probably something worth noting. Anyway, later on. So, probably about 7 miles outside of Inverness, and lovely bit of shady woodland, nice views, and a campsite, which is way too early for me to camp, but for any of you that are doing this, maybe you're on your way to Inverness, they're 7 miles shy, good wee spot to camp. So it's about 12:15 on day one, and just stopped to have a bit of a rest and get something to eat, which is basically going to be Baby Bell cheese and a Mars bar. Don't really need the Mars bar, but if I don't eat it, it's going to melt. So here we are. You can't see me because I'm just out of shot, but I figure the view's quite nice. So, and if I stop talking, it's just quiet. Hopefully not too much wind in the microphone. Very peaceful. Not a lot of people walking this trail. I've passed really only two. And two people on bikes. I'm not sure if they were doing the whole thing. But yeah, much quieter than the West Highland Way, which isn't a bad thing. Just going to have a wee look at my map and work out exactly where I am. This footprint map is really, really good. I would recommend. And if I do the West Highland Way again, I'm going to get a footprint map for that. The focus probably isn't going to work very well here. If I look here, and best guess, I'm about here. No, you probably won't be able to see that. 67 to 66, so 67. Start point 74, so yeah, 7-8 miles. And today I'm trying to get to, from Middle Inverness, basically down to Loughlade, down here, which is about 12 miles. Easy first day. Making good progress so far. It's been one of the best days walks I've had. The weather's just beautiful. That's all the water I've got left to get me down to the end of today's walk. Unless I come across a stream, but I really literally haven't seen anything that's not stagnant so far. I would normally have stopped and made myself a coffee for lunch, but I can't really spare the water. So I'll look forward to that later on. But yeah, just going to sit here for a bit, have my Mars bar before it melts. Possibly get sunburned. And then strike on. It's been a good day so far. Take it easy up. Hello. So it is about 2:30 in the afternoon on day one, and I am in a Briachen forest, which is very nice. As far as to go. My issue is that I'm only about a mile from where I wanted to be, and it's only 2:30. So I don't really know what to do. I can push on to Drumnadrochit, which should be about an extra 6 or 7 miles. I'd probably get there at 6, 7 o'clock in the evening, which would be fine. Except I've got nowhere to stay in Drumnadrochit, and getting there at 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening, I might not find anywhere to stay. And I know there's nowhere to camp, or nowhere obvious to camp the other side of Drum, and also I've got somewhere I need to be, or supposed to be, tomorrow evening, and that would be giving me a ridiculously short day tomorrow, like about 8 miles or something. So unless I totally rejig my plans, give up on the booking I've already paid for tomorrow, and just keep going, or just find somewhere to camp really early today, and have a sort of half decent day tomorrow. I don't know. I guess I'll keep going for the next mile or so and have a look around to see if I can find anywhere good to camp. It's just going to be wherever I can find some flat ground and hopefully some water. There's not been a lot of water, I may have mentioned that. So I'll just keep going, have a look at the wee loch that's supposed to be not far ahead, and make my decision there, I suppose. Anyway, I'll let you know what's happening. So, about 12 miles in, and there's actually a water tap. Now, that was on the map, but I talked to somebody else and they didn't even see it when they went past it, so for anybody that's going to do this walk, it is there, and you just need to know what you're looking for. So, water bottle's filled up, now I just need to find somewhere to camp. Don't really mind if I walk a couple of more miles. On the other hand, I'd quite like to be quite close to that water source because it's the only one there is. So, yeah, we'll see what I can find. Hey, so it's 4 o'clock on day 1, and that's just Loch Ness. And that's actually the first time I've seen Loch Ness since I started walking. Kind of been going off on a bit of an angle. So, aye, nice to actually finally be in the Great Glen at nearly the end of day 1 in the Great Glen Way, but there we are. So my plan had been to stop a couple of miles back, find somewhere to camp, but it's only 4 o'clock. I think I'm going to have to radically rejig my entire schedule for this walk, because, well, I could try and find somewhere to camp here, but as far as I can tell, it's kind of like this until I get to Drumnadrochit. So I don't know. I might find somewhere. If I don't, and I end up in Drumnadrochit, hopefully I can find somewhere to stay there in short notice. Which is going to kind of screw with tomorrow, because it would give me a really short day tomorrow. So maybe I'll just have to push on tomorrow and not use the booking that I've got. Or maybe I'll just find somewhere to camp around the next corner and that'll solve the problem. But if that doesn't happen, it'll be Drumnadrochit, hopefully find somewhere to stay, and then review the options for the next couple of days. But yeah, Loch Ness, nice to see it. And don't know how far I've got until Drum, probably about 5 miles. 4 o'clock, should get there about 7, maybe 6, don't know, we'll see what happens. Feeling alright though. Like I say, gone further than I meant to go, but yeah, well, it's what it is. And yeah, sometimes plans don't work the way you want them to. Let's see what happens. I'll get back to you later. Okay, so it's 5 o'clock on day 1, and after the last little clip when I said, well, I might just walk around the corner and find somewhere to pitch, I pretty much walked around the corner and found somewhere to pitch. So there's home for the night. It's a hell of a view. It's also a hell of a drop just past the tent, so sleepwalking would not be a good idea here. But it's nice. Been sitting here for a wee while, just watching the boats go up and down the loch. Haven't seen the monster, but you know, there's time. So now it's just heat up some water, have some chicken curry, and either some hot chocolate or some coffee. I haven't decided yet. Possibly just hot chocolate because I've got nothing to do for the rest of the evening. So what I'll probably do is have dinner and just go into the tent and read a book until I fall asleep and have an early night. And yeah, start early tomorrow. Don't really have a huge amount of distance to cover tomorrow, so I don't need to start early. But I can always go down to Drumnadrochit and do some shopping. Spend a wee bit of time there. My one concern at the moment is water, obviously. I've been hammering on about that all day, but it is a thing, you know. Both dinner and the hot drink are going to take water. And after that I've got yay much left. So assuming I drink something this evening, I probably don't have enough for a cup of coffee in the morning, which makes me sad. But yeah, I'm happy with this pitch. I'd given up hope. I really thought I was going to have to keep going a few miles into Drum. Oh, on that note, Drumnadrochit. Drumnadrochit is a marvellous name. It is for me one of the holy trinity of more than Scottish place names. The other two, for the record, are Ochtermachty and Ecclefechan. Now, there are others that could be on the list, but for me that's my top three. There might be some I missed, so please, if you can think of anything that's more outrageously Scottish than those three, put them in the comments, and I'll see if I need to review my top three. But yeah, so Drumnadrochit tomorrow in the morning. Get some more supplies, get some more water. Apparently, chatting to somebody on the trail, there's no issue with water past Drumnadrochit. It's just like I thought it would be, just constant streams and waterfalls. But for some reason, the top end of Loch Ness is very dry. So anyway, it's not really an issue. Got enough for tonight. Just waiting on this water boiling. Have some dinner. Early night. Take it easy and I'll let you know what happens tomorrow. Or if anything else happens interesting tonight. But it's not a bad wee place to rest your head. Be a nice view to wake up to. Anyway, cheers folks.
We are with you, okay?
We are with you.